Prince Harry is claiming to have had his first intimate encounter and to have lost his V card with a woman that was much, much older than him. And this was all the rage in his book. He basically made her sound like she was somebody's mother. There was so much buzzing around, there's so many people talking about it, that eventually this woman came out and just said, it's me. And this is because everybody was speculating, everybody was talking about it, and eventually people would find her. So she decided, you know what, I am going to just say it and tell everybody. So her name is Sasha Walpole. I wanted to tell you the scathing thing that she said on Piers Morgan that was so interesting, especially regarding Meghan. Sasha Walpole was actually not a much older woman than Harry. She was only 2-3 years older than him. And he showed up at her birthday party when she was going from 18 to 19. It was the night before she turned 19. So she was 18 and he was 16 or 17. So they were both teenagers. She had worked at Highgrove with the horses at one point, and they all would hang out together at this polo club, and they were at this bar, and she had just broken up with her boyfriend, and her boyfriend shows up with another girl, and she's all upset, and so he's trying to comfort her, and he's like, let's go out in the back. He brings her a card, and before you know it, they're having a cigarette, and they're hopping over the fence for what he claims and what she said was an inglorious moment. Now, I want to say something about that. It may have been inglorious because it was so short, it was 5 minutes, but in order for it to be totally inglorious, I think that the man would have had to not completed the task. So I'm saying, according to her, the task was completed, which means there had to have been at least one little glorious moment. Just saying. She is interviewed recently by Piers Morgan. There's all this speculation also that Sasha Walpole and Prince Harry to meet on camera to discuss this. And his camp is saying that might not be a really bad idea. It could be kind of fun and interesting. But anyhow, she was keeping her secret for years. It happened 21 years ago, but he had to mention it in her book. She was shocked. She had told several people, and they're just gonna find out because their little circle of friends, many of them knew. So she's like, I'm gonna go to the media. She goes to the media. He's shocked. Oh my gosh. Now she's being interviewed by Piers Morgan. And then she does this whole entire media circuit. So there's several things that she claims regarding it. First off, she comes off as very down to earth, very real, somebody who is not seeking the limelight, somebody who never would have sought the limelight had she not been pushed into it, but she's basically trying to set the record straight. She's 40 years old now. She was 18, turning 19 at the time. She says that Harry could have told her. He never did. She's a digger. She runs this digger, this machine. I say it's a ditch digger because I'm American. And then Piers said, you and Meghan could have a lot in common. You're a ditch digger and she's a gold digger, and you both know the prince intimately. After that encounter, they never spoke again, and they were good friends. She said she could have kept her mouth shut, but it was brewing and they were going to find out anyhow, so why not control the situation? When he was given the little pat on the bum and he lost his V card, this was in 2001. Harry was 16, she was 18. He makes these horsing references. He says, I mounted her quickly, after which she spanked my and set me away. One of my many mistakes was letting it happen in a field just behind a busy pub. The most hilarious moment of that interview was that Piers said to Sasha, hey, Sasha, what do you think of the royal family? She says, I love the royal family. I think King Charles is a great king, and he will be a great king after his coronation. Prince William will be excellent. I love them. I think they're amazing. They've always been amazing. She couldn't reveal too much because she had signed a non-disclosure agreement because she had worked with them in the past, but she says that she thinks that they're amazing. She didn't get into any specifics regarding her time working for the royal family. She's really credible in many ways. And then he says, well, what do you think of Meghan and Harry? She says, well, he's not the Harry that I used to know. What do you think of Meghan? Well, there's some things that are better left unsaid, she says. Then he says, and this is what I wanted to share with you. So Piers says, has he traded up or down? She says without missing a beat, oh, he's definitely traded down. She's not trying to be insulting. She's just being charming. So word on the street is because of that comment and because of this release that Meghan is not happy. She wasn't on the book tour anyhow. She wasn't really following him with this. He wanted it to be his thing. And so many people had said, well, your wife is running everything, but she is mysteriously gone. That is the story. Harry apparently traded down with Meghan, according to Sasha. Of course, it's a joke, but should he have contacted Sasha? Should he have asked permission? Should he have left some of these details, these specific details out? And should she be able to hold him liable? And should they go on television together or the radio? I'm Deanna from Hot for History. Please subscribe, where you will learn all kinds of history lessons that your history teacher would never dare to teach you. And we share some royal news and some current events as well.